Hello. We are going to take a little break from learning and move our body a bit. This is going to help our mind kind of feel more calm and present, and our body will do the same. So we're going to start in a seated position. If you're comfortable sitting with your legs crossed, crisscross applesauce, you can find that. And the first thing we're going to do before we do a few yoga poses is just work on our breath. So our breath can help us feel calmer and more focused and present. It can help us to let go of things if we're having like a frustrating thought or feeling, or we feel really distracted. Taking a few really deep breaths can help with that. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. The easiest way to think about it is envisioning a balloon, like a really big, full balloon inside your belly. So if you think about the balloon being empty to start, and you need to take a really, really, really deep breath to fill it all the way up, we're going to practice that. And then think about what happens if you like untie a balloon, right? It kind of deflates and all the air comes out. So we're going to find that as we breathe out. Okay. So the best thing that we can do is sit up really, really tall and then just kind of roll your shoulders around a little bit. So if you're doing online learning and you're looking at a screen a lot, sometimes we can sit like this, right, without thinking about it. So I want you today, when you're with me, to think about opening up through your chest and sitting up nice and tall and creating lots of space for those big balloon breaths. Okay, so we're gonna try our first one. So you can close your eyes if you want, sometimes that helps. And I want you to think about your balloon and you pick your favorite color. And that's what color your balloon's gonna be inside your belly, okay? So we're gonna take a really deep breath in and fill our balloon all the way up to the very top. Fill it up as high as you can. And then let it go, deflate it. Maybe you feel it can tickle your belly a little bit. Let's do a couple more. Really deep breath in, fill up your balloon. Think about what color it is. Fill it up, 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 and then let it go. Can you practice 3 more balloon breaths like that with me? And one more. Good. So remember, you can do those breaths whenever you need to help your body feel calm or your mind feel calm. We're going to do some more of those breaths as we move through our yoga poses. We've got a few animal poses to practice today. The first one is going to be from our hands and knees. Maybe you've done this one before. It's called cat cow. So we're going to make your body look like my body with your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. And then we're going to practice being a cat and a cow. So as you breathe in, you're going to let your belly descend. So drop down, lift your hips, and look up. And then as you breathe out, round your back like a cat that's kind of mad. Suck your chin to your chest, press your hands into the ground below you. And then we're just going to start to move like this every time we breathe. So as you breathe in, be a cow. You could even go moo. As you breathe out, round your back, be a cat. Meow. And just find this a few more times. Can you think about that big balloon in your belly while you move through this? Good, last one. And then I have a few more fun animal poses for you to practice today. First, we're gonna come into down dog. So if you have a dog, you may see them do this sometimes. You're gonna curl your toes under, lift your hips up and back, and you can kind of move a little bit like this. Envision like you have a tail and you're kind of wagging your tail. Do you ever see your dog, if you have one, stretching like this, or even your cat? Maybe you can take a big balloon breath here. Excellent. And then I want you to rise up high to your tippy toes and walk your feet forward, forward, forward. And we're going to press into our feet and rise all the way up. Reach your arms up high. Can you grab a hold of your wrist and just reach up, 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 and over? Breathe, and then come back through center and switch sides. Back through center, good. And then can you bring your arms down and take your hands together behind your back and just kind of pull back, open up, open up, open up. Take a big balloon breath. And then as you release, you can just bring your hands down, step back. We're gonna come into plank pose. This is one that makes us really strong. Make your belly strong. Push into the ground with your hands. Take a big balloon breath and then set your knees down and lie down. And here we're gonna come into a pose called cobra pose, so like a snake. So you're gonna keep your hands on the ground, and as you take your big balloon breath in, you're gonna lift up to your chest, kind of like a cobra rising. And then roll your shoulders around a little bit if you can. If you want, you can make a hissing sound like a snake. Good, and then release, relax. We're gonna press back into child's pose, which kind of looks like a turtle. And rest. You can try to take a big balloon breath here. Relax your body. Good. And then we're gonna come back into down dog again. Lift your tail up, maybe wag it around a little bit. You can move your hand or your legs a bit. And then we're just gonna rise up to our toes again. Walk your feet forward, forward, forward. And then we're gonna rise up and we're gonna practice being a tree. And this takes a lot of concentration, so I want you to think about your mind just being right here, right now, okay? We're gonna keep our left foot on the ground, this foot, and we're gonna take our right foot, and a couple ways that you can do this. You can bring it right like this. If you have a hard time, if you feel like a really wobbly tree, like you're in the middle of a windstorm, you can put your foot down like this. That's always an option too, okay? And then can you bring your hands together? Ooh. If you feel balanced, maybe you reach your arms up. Take a big balloon breath. Good, and then bring your hands back down, and we're just gonna switch sides. Maybe shake out your legs a little bit. All right, our right foot's gonna stay planted. Our left foot, remember we can bring it right here, or we can bring it down like this if we want, if we feel a little bit unbalanced, okay? And then try to imagine roots growing out of your feet into the ground, like a tree grows roots into the ground. And maybe that'll help you feel a little bit more steady. And you can stay like this, or you can reach your arms up, 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 up. One more big breath, like a balloon. And then hands come back down. Foot comes back down, and you can, again, kind of shake it out a little bit if you want. Excellent. All right, we're gonna plant our palms, step back, and we're gonna try one more pose that is a balanced pose. So this one is not really an animal pose, but we're gonna keep our right hand where it is. We're gonna roll onto our the outer edge of our foot and reach our left arm up high, high, high. See if you can balance. If this is too tricky, bring your knee down. One more breath. And then left hand comes down, and then we're gonna switch sides, open up, 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 up. And remember this, you can do this if you want. One more breath. Good, touch your hand down, put your knees down, lie down. Good, let's do cobra one more time. Lift our chest up high, roll your shoulders around, and then relax. And from here, we're going to come onto our back and just do one more thing. And for this, we're gonna practice making our body tight and then relax. And it helps us to feel like we're letting go of tension and things that feel like really tight and stressful in our body. Okay, so I'm gonna lie down, just like this. And close your eyes if you can, and just listen to my voice. So I want you to make, this may sound a little bit silly, but trust me, it feels good. I want you to make your feet tight. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your toes tight, 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 and then relax your feet. And do the same thing with your legs. Make them tight, 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 squeeze, 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 and relax. And then you're gonna do the same thing with your belly. Squeeze, 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 tight, 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 and relax. And then with your hands, squeeze, make a fist, tight, 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 and relax. Can you do that with your arms and your shoulders? Squeeze, 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 and relax. And then you're even gonna do it with your face, which might sound kind of silly, but squeeze your face, tight, 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 squeeze, and relax. Okay, one more time, we're gonna do that for our whole body. We're gonna make it tight, 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 and then we're gonna relax and let it just be for a minute, okay? So I want you to squeeze your feet, your legs, your belly, your arms, your hands, your face. Squeeze, 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 tight, 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 tight. And relax. And now that your body's relaxed, close your eyes, and I want you to take 3 big balloon breaths with me. So remember what color that balloon inside your belly is? Let's make it really big and breathe in and breathe out. 2 more, breathe in and out. Last one, big breath in and out. And just see if you can let your body be nice and soft. Can you wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes and just kind of wake your body up? And then nice and easy, you can sit back up. And let's take one more big balloon breath, okay? Deep inhale. Excellent. Thank you for practicing with me. Now we can go back about our day and have more focus as we learn and feel better in our body and better in our mind.